Hello everybody, and welcome to a Throne of Eldraine draft here on the channel. Before I dive in, I do want to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, click that bell so you don't miss any future videos, and leave a comment in the comment section down below if you have any thoughts or comments. But without further ado, we are going to dive right on in. Okie doke, so we opened up a broken rare. This card is better than every uncommon, better than every common, so we're definitely taking this. But let's imagine a scenario where this card is not in the pack, and we will mention why this card is so good. Essentially, giving all your creatures +1/+1 is worth a card if that card costs around 3 or 4 mana. This card usually does. And not only that, you can also use this as a mana sink to essentially make a 4-mana 3/3 every turn. And a 4-mana 3/3 is like a solid card, and it has Vigilance, so that's like almost a card you'd play in a lot of decks anyway. Like, there are times where a 4-mana 3/3 is perfectly playable. Sorry. Just had to blow my nose. Yeah, there's times where a 4-mana 3/3 is perfectly playable, this card like makes one every turn, so it's just very good. The uncommons are actually, if this card, Circle of Loyalty, weren't in the pack, the uncommons are quite good as well. Cercara the Bold and Animating Fairy in particular. Cercara, just like a great value engine. It is kind of like a one-card win condition eventually. It like draws you an extra card every turn. It can ping down all their small guys. There's not a ton of ways to punish 1-toughness creatures, and Cercara, so they get played more, and then Cercara comes in and punishes them heavily. In the common slot, we have Bacon to a Pie, which is the best common, or Even to the Soul, which is definitely up there in terms of commons, probably top 5 for sure. Trapped in a Tower is also quite good. It's the second best white common after Ardenvale Tactician. And then Animating Fairy is another good uncommon, definitely pretty solid. I think in this pack I go Circle of Loyalty, then I would probably take Cercara. I think it's really close with Bacon to a Pie. And then I would take Bacon to a Pie, and then I go Animating Fairy, Reeve Soul, Trapped in a Tower. That's my pick order for this pack. Animating Fairy can be like very good. Whenever you bring something to life, it just feels unbeatable. Like turn 2 Golden Egg, turn 3 Animating Fairy is just like unreal. So, but we're just taking the Circle of Loyalty here. And following it up, geez, in this pack the rare's missing, so we can't really get an idea of signaling, but there is an Inspired Veteran. Inspiring Veteran is a very good card in the like white-red. Whew. Welcome Ray Trago to the stream. I appreciate your support. Inspiring Veteran does work really well with Circle of Loyalty, and we definitely want to play Circle of Loyalty. If we didn't get to play it, it would be quite poor for us. There is also Bacon to a Pie, which is probably a more likely pick. The benefit of Bacon to a Pie is that we could play Black-White Knights, and Circle of Loyalty actually works quite well in Black-White Knights because that can be like a more of a grindy color combination, where you can definitely get the value out of the Circle of Loyalty making tokens. Whereas Red-White Knights, you might not have the game stall out as much. And then there's also like in the other common slot, there's a Scorching Dragonfire, which is another quite powerful common that works well. So like red-white or red-black, or red-white or black-white are the two best homes for Circle of Loyalty, and we have excellent pulls to both of those color combinations. I don't think Elite Headhunter's playable. It's just too clunky, too inefficient. The cat doesn't really go with the Circle of Loyalty. If we were going to take a black card out of the pack, we'd take the Bacon to a Pie. I think it's close on whether taking the Veteran or the Scorching Dragonfire is correct here, if we were to take a red card. And then there's also a Scalding Cauldron. I'm not actually sure. So, you think Veteran? Interesting. I think I'm just going to... I'm really leaning towards the Bacon to a Pie, because if white isn't open as a color, we can totally still abandon the Circle of Loyalty. Whereas if we take the Inspiring Veteran, we're kind of shoehorning ourselves in. And there are times where you open up a Circle of Loyalty and you just don't get to play it because it's not open. So I think Bacon to a Pie, as the best card in the pack, is going to be the pick. It also works really well in a grindy black-white deck where Circle of Loyalty works out. Okie doke. And now we can follow that up with another white card. We do want to try and play the Circle of Loyalty, so in this pack, the Glass Casket, the Trapped in a Tower are both looking pretty appealing. I usually lean towards Glass Casket, just because Trapped in a Tower can get blown out pretty hard by Fairy Guidemother if you play against that deck, and not being able to hit flyers is actually a pretty big deal. And then in the common section, I think Trapped in a Tower beats out Searing Barrage because of the Circle of Loyalty. I think even pack one, pick one, I'd probably take Trapped just because it's cheaper. But this is another consideration. But I think in this pack I go Glass Casket, then Trapped, then Searing Barrage, because when you Glass Casket something, it's pretty much dead. But once you Trapped in a Tower, it comes back a lot more often. Also, like Runaway Together really punishes traps, so Glass Casket is definitely gets my nod in this set in particular. So yeah, we're going to take the Glass Casket here and see where that leads us. And now, so we could just hedge again. We could take a Embereth Shieldbreaker. That is definitely a really good card. There's also a Occam Adversary, which doesn't work quite as well with Circle of Loyalty, but is a great card overall. And white-green isn't really the best home for Circle of Loyalty, but is a pretty solid color combination in its own right. In the common section, there's not really much for us. We're not going to take a Fairy Guidemother over either of these uncommons at this point in the draft. And Reaper of Night's definitely not in the conversation, even though we already have a Bacon Topai. I'm leaning towards the Embereth Shieldbreaker because I think we've seen a couple red cards in a row, so red might be open. We've seen Scorching Dragonfire, we've seen Searing Barrage, so we've been kind of seeing red signals, and Occam Adversary, even though this is pretty late and this is a good card, I think the Shieldbreaker fits the circle into a better deck. Also, red-white, because red-white has some Knight synergies, and then there's also the fact that we've seen some red signals where we haven't seen really any green signals. So I think we're going to take the Embereth Shieldbreaker over the Occam Adversary, both for color combination considerations and also signal considerations. But I think it's a close pick between those two for sure. Well, well, well. So we're going to take one of the white cards here. There's no reason to dive into blue for Wishing Well. There's no reason to take a red cap here, I don't think, over a Flutterfox or a Knight. And neither is there a reason to take Garenbrig Carver. Lonesome Unicorn, Flutterfox, and Venerable Knight are kind of interesting. I think the best of the three, objectively, is Flutterfox by a pretty decent margin. And I think it is going to be our pick here. The thing with Venerable Knight is, unless you have it in your opening hand, it's basically you can count it as a 2-drop slot. Because curving 1-drop into 2-drop is a nice dream, but a lot of the time you're just going to have this or a 2-drop. You're not going to have enough Venerable Knights that you're going to reliably have one on turn 1. And in the later part of the game, I would undeniably rather have a Flutterfox, especially because I already have 2 artifacts to go with it, Glass Casket and Circle of Loyalty. So that gives me 2 easy ways to give it flying. With Circle of Loyalty, it's a 3/3 flyer. Lonesome Unicorn's okay, but you only really want 1 copy because it is kind of clunky. So I think in this particular spot, we're going to take the Flutterfox over the Venerable Knight. Whoa. Thank you so much for the follow, Corrosion Science. I appreciate it. We're going to take the Flutterfox here, get another 2-drop, solidify ourselves into white, even though it is not a Knight, to trigger the Circle of Loyalty. Corrosion Science agrees. Always nice to agree with your folks in the chat. And now, this pack doesn't really have what we're looking for. There is a Lost Legion. Whoa, it's a Follow Train. Hey. Thank you so much, Jolly Green Buddha, for the follow. I appreciate it. Okie doke. So I think in this spot, this is a nice little opportunity to hedge back towards black. The Ardenvale Paladin's nothing special. Bargain really doesn't work great with a lot of my cards because they're going to end up being humans. Though I guess this doesn't make human knights. Bargain just isn't really a great card, whereas we could end up in a deck with Lost Legion being okay. It's not great because we would have to kind of be heavy black for it to be good. I'm just going to take the Bargain. It works better with potential red cap guys, I guess. And Lost Legion, really, you have to have 10 swamps, and this deck is not going to have 10 swamps. We're not going to hedge towards black-green, that's for sure. And I don't think Crashing Drawbridge is really what we want. Let's just take Bargain. And we got a late Inspiring Veteran. I think this is going to solidify us into red-white. This is a late signal. There's been a lot of red and white cards, and I think Inspiring Veteran is going to be the play. And now there's another Flutterfox. There is an Ogre Errant, but we're just going to keep getting those early 2-drops. Those early plays. Jousting Dummy is a great addition. Now, Silver Flame Squire. Jousting Dummy is a Knight, so it works with the Veteran and the Circle of Loyalty, but Silver Flame Squire having the Adventure mode is just too good. And now Sorcerer's Broom. The Broom. We do have a decent number of Knights, but this card is just so bad. I think we'll probably take it over Crashing Drawbridge, though. Wow, Roving Keep. What good fortune. Okay. So now we solidified ourselves into red-white, I think, pretty heavily. I mean, we only have 3 red cards, but we don't really want to switch into black at this point. We're definitely not going to play the Stormfist Crusader. So this pick is mainly between Sir Alan and Trapped in a Tower. And I'm leaning towards Sir Alan. It just does exactly what we want. Even though, with 2 Flutterfoxes, Trapped in a Tower does get significantly better. You know, I've convinced myself. I think we're just going to take the Trapped in a Tower. It is just super good to have, so many, like really cheap removal spells to go with our guys. And Sir Alan has been like solid but not insane. It is close. I'm really struggling with this pick though, because I do like Sir Alan, but it is a super expensive card, and generally just getting your Trapped in a Tower to keep your Flutter Foxes always flying is super effective. Yeah, I think every time I've taken Sir Alan over Trapped in a Tower, I've kind of wished I had a Trapped in a Tower. Or at least it's been kind of close. I'm just going to take Trapped in a Tower. And now we can get another Trapped in a Tower. I really have not been impressed by Youthful Knight, not going to lie. Though it is okay, like pretty good in this deck. It might wheel. I would hope to get a Silver Flame Ritual at some point. Spinning Wheel is not really what I'm after. I'm just going to take that Trapped in a Tower. And now, what? Oh my gosh, this pack is absurd. So there's the two best red commons for us, Scorching Dragonfire and Rimrock Knight. But it's overshadowed by two insane red uncommons. I think I'm going to take the Red Cap Melee. It's just very efficient removal. And the Embereth Shieldbreaker gets a little bit worse in multiples. Not to say that it's bad in multiples. I would definitely still play multiples, but they do run out of artifacts. So the first one almost always has a target, and the second one is a little bit less likely to. And Red Cap Melee has just been absurd every time I've played it. Hey. Hey. Thank you so much, Psychologist, for the follow. I appreciate it. We're going to take the Red Cap Melee here. And then I think I would take Embereth Shieldbreaker. Actually, I'd probably take Scorching over Embereth. And then I would take Embereth and then Rimrock. So that's really close. Maybe I would take Rimrock over Embereth at number 2. Rimrock is just so good. Maybe I go Red Cap, then Scorching, then Rimrock, then Embereth. Which seems really odd. And then Scalding Cauldron. But definitely taking the Red Cap Melee here. Okay, so there's a Mysterious Pathlighter. How many creatures do we have? We have 1 adventure creature, 2 adventure creatures. So then there's also a Flutter Fox. We also have the opportunity to get Ardent Veil Tacticians a little bit later. Yeah, the Youthful Knight has underperformed. Hop on the follow train. Yeah, the music is like pretty hype, not gonna lie. I love hearing that music. The Flutter Fox, just another great card in our deck, especially with double Trapped in a Tower. I feel like that's just a correct pick. Mysterious Pathlighter is a pretty solid card though too, and has a lot of high upside. We just don't have the creatures that get counters right now. I think Flutter Fox is probably just the pick. Though Pathlighter has a lot of extra potential and always has flying. Thank you so much, Mordith77, for the follow. I appreciate it. Hey. Ditso6 has also joined the follow. I think we're going to take the 3-mana card now. I've convinced myself. Flutter Fox is good, but it's not always on. And it can make my other cards better. Though my instincts are telling me to take Flutter Fox, so I'm just going to take Flutter Fox. All of that analysis for just taking the Flutter Fox. And now we can take a Scalding Cauldron, which fuels our Flutter Fox army here. There's also a Prized Griffin, but I just like getting the Scalding Cauldron. Hey! Iberlop, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And now we get a Fireborn Knight, perfectly on color. All of the follows. So much power! Oh, yes. So the Fireborn Knight is great in our deck. Joust would actually be quite good, but Fireborn Knight is excellent and really works well with Circle and just everything we have going on. Hopefully we can get a Fairy Guide Mother to go with it. And now we'll take the Joust. We actually have so many Knights in this deck that I think it's going to be pretty good. Or at least playable. Though a lot of them have low toughness, so we'll end up seeing at the end, I guess. Oh, the Brimstone! Where am I now? Brimstone Trebuchet, going to be the pickup over the Jousting Dummy. Brimstone Trebuchet has just been a great performer for me. Great way to deal with stuff like Revenge of Ravens. Overall, going to be a great card. Unlimited Power. I don't even know what GIF that is. Weaselback Red Cap. Feels good, man. So we're definitely pretty evenly distributed across the colors. Huh. Silver Flame Ritual or Youthful Knight? I think we kind of already have a Silver Flame Ritual equivalent in the form of Circle of Loyalty. We do kind of want to have a lot of Knights. I mean, look at our curve. All these 2-drops. We don't have any expensive cards. I kind of want to just take the Silver Flame Ritual. I'm really not a huge fan of the Youthful Knight. Like, it's more of a defensive card, if I'm being honest. Like, attacking a 2-1 in doesn't, like, get through the 0-4s. It doesn't get through the 1-3s. I think we're just going to take the Silver Flame Ritual. We have a lot of low-powered guys. What? Rimrock Knight should not wheel like this. It is criminally underrated by the bots. Please fix this, because I am going to be sad if I just only face Rimrock Knights. Also, he's about to get crushed by a boulder. No, he's running alongside the boulder. Okay, nice. But yeah, slamming the Rimrock Knight. What? I mean, the bots are doing a much better job than they used to. They're definitely adjusting. What? All three of these cards could be playable in my deck. I think I just want to take the Venerable Knight. Jousting Dummy is like an okay 2-drop, but Venerable Knight gives me a 1-drop. Though I'm kind of like in a conundrum because I want to like have like a 9/9 mana base at this point. I'm going to probably end up with a 9/8 mana base. So I probably can't play both Weedleback and Venerable Knight. I think I'm heavier white than red. So I'm going to take the Venerable Knight here. No red and white drafters. So you would think. Oh, opening a rare that fits perfectly into my deck? I've never actually seen this art. Jeez, that looks terrifying. Huh, the rare that fits perfectly in my deck, it can find... Oh, it can find a legendary artifact, so it can find my Circle of Loyalty. That's actually a massive bump. Definitely taking a claim contender now. Oh, good point. Excellent point, Simlander. You're right, that pack was stacked for red cards. Never mind. I take back what I said. That's a great memory. I forgot about that. Yeah, we're going to take the Claim Contender over the Trapped and the Mysterious Pathlighter. And now... we're not really going to be able to play Resolute Rider, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think Mill was as much of a problem as people thought it was, but it was definitely a problem. Like, instead of being like 10% of the meta or 8% or something, it was like 15 to 20%. I think we're just going to take the Merchant of the Veil here. It helps me find my Circle of Loyalty faster. And we don't really need 2-drops. And now there's another Glass Casket. There's also a Rimrock Knight. This actually... and there's also Sir Conrad, of course. Because why would anyone take Sir Conrad? Looking at this pack, I mean, I'm very evenly distributed across the colors. I love me a Rimrock Knight. How many creatures do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 creatures. Yeah, I can afford to just take another removal spell. This card's great. Doom Foretold, Shepherd of the Flock. I think we'll just take Shepherd. Shepherd is just a little bit more utility, I think, than Silver Flame. Gives us some outs against enchantment removal. 2 mana 3/1's better than 2 mana 2/1. Yeah. And now another Flutterfox. Things are really shaping up for us. I love me some Gingerbread action from time to time, but don't really know if this deck wants it. I guess we're not taking anything else. And now, of course, why would Trapped in a Tower get taken out of a perfectly reasonable pack? How many adventure creatures do we have now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 adventure creatures. Mysterious Pathlighter is looking pretty good. Trapped in a Tower is also looking very good here as well. But they do get worse in multiples. We already have 2 of them. We have 4 removal spells. Let's just take the Pathlighter. We want more threats. There's a Raging Redcap. There's also a Lonesome Unicorn. That kind of gives us something to use our mana on, which I kind of like. Because our deck is quite cheap. Raging Redcap, not really a combo with our cards. I guess it's a combo with Veteran and Joust. Army of Flying Foxes. Oh, I guess that wasn't a wheel pack. Never mind. I messed up. Yeah, we don't really have much things to pump the Redcap. We have Veteran. We have Circle of Loyalty, Silver Flame Ritual, Veteran, Joust, Silver Flame Squire, Barge in right now, so that's 6, but we're probably going to cut Barge in. So we have 5 ways. Lonesome Unicorn, I kind of like having access to 1 copy of it, because it's like a nice little 2-for-1 card just built in easily. And Jousting Dummy is just easy to cast, but we have a lot of 2-drops. We have 1, but we're not playing the Sorcerer's Brew. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Yeah, we don't need no more 2-drops. Let's just take the Lonesome Unicorn. Oh, another Pathlighter. Don't mind if I do. I guess we'll just take a 7 Dwarves. Here's the Grange. And the Scroll. Righteousness. Okay, guys. This deck is great. Guys and girls and everybody. I just want to make sure we don't exclude anyone with the way I say folks. Okay, we're going to cut the Weasel back because we're going to lean towards white with our deck, and so we aren't going to be able to cast that or have mana up to pump it as much. I don't think our deck really wants Merchant of the Veil, even though we have pretty good stuff to dig to. It seems a bit less ideal. We're probably going to cut Joust. All of our knights are really small, except for Fireborn Knight. Yeah, let's just cut the Merchant. This deck doesn't really want to be spending its mana on that, I don't think. So look at all of our white cards. We have a couple of red cards here. Dummy is rather weak. It's easy to cast, and it's a knight, which is why I was having it, and it also is an artifact to fuel our Flutterfoxes. Like, honestly, those three things kind of make it potentially playable, but we'll definitely keep that in mind as a cut card option. Brimstone Trebuchet might get the axe. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Exactly, Bestafar. We just don't have enough red sources. It's going to be harder to cast. Like, we're kind of splashing red for, like, this card, Rimrock Knight, and Veteran. But, like, with this many white cards, we don't necessarily need Brimstone, though. How many knights do we have? 1? Yeah, we don't even have that many. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Claim Contender's not on as much as I'd like it to be. I think we cut the Brimstone. Though it is a sweet combo with Circle. We don't really need it if we have Circle. Oh yeah, we have enough removal. We don't need this Scalding Cauldron, I agree. Oh, you're right. Brimstone is an artifact. I forgot about that. I agree. Yeah, I agree on cutting that. But the thing with the dummy is it also enables our Acclaim Contender. We want to have, like, I'd say, like 4 or 5 turn 2 knights. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 knights that we can play before turn 3. Unicorn doesn't look great. The thing about Unicorn is we're running a 17 land deck, and Unicorn like gives us something to do with our extra mana, because this type of deck tends to flood out relatively easily, and having one Unicorn can be like a big difference maker. This deck is just so full of good stuff, though. I could consider adding an Idyllic Grange instead of a Plains. I think I will do that because we have enough stuff that cares about getting extra power. We need the lands we have tool bridge because of color requirements, because we want to have at least 7 red sources, but having 10 plains is also really nice. Yeah, I think it's correct. We also have a very good mana sink in this that we're pretty good at finding. I have just found 17 lands with this type of deck to work out much better than 16. It's just that we have cards that we want to cast on turn 2. Like if we want to be able to cast Rimrock Knights and Shieldbreakers on turn 2, and also, yeah. Honestly, I feel like going to 9/7 would be like kind of bad. Also, Idyllic Grange is going to be one of our lands. So that's going to be kind of like a spell in some ways, like similar. Yeah, I don't like certain decks I'll mess with 16, but that's when I have less of a splash. Like I have like 4 red cards I want to be able to cast, 5 red cards. True Love's Kiss is an option. Okay, let's just go through. Nothing we want here. We don't need these. Merchant of the Veil is probably the closest one. And Joust is kind of close. We have Silver Flame Ritual. And then, yeah, none of these artifacts are necessary. Yeah, this deck is looking good to me. Oh, we have to cut a card still. Shoot. Shoot. Honestly, Might cut a Flutter Fox. Is that blasphemy? I don't think so. Cut a land. Everyone's saying to cut a land. I really don't want to cut a land. Like, I have things I can spend my mana on in the worst case scenario. Dummy or Trebuchet. Yeah, I'm going to cut the dummy. I really want to have the dummy so I can turn on turn 3 Acclaimed Contender, but I guess I have a lot of other things to spend it. I can just wait. I just don't have all that many knights. I guess there's a knight. There's a knight. How many creatures do I have? 16. 17 if you include the circle is kind of a creature. Huh. I really want to get this guy back in. Maybe I cut a Flutter Fox for him, but that seems a bit sketchy. Thank you, Sergey Joe. Shepherd's Voice from Dummies. Fireborn Knight? Why would I ever cut Fireborn Knight? Yeah, I think I'm going to cut a Fox for a dummy. That was what I was thinking as well. Let's try it like this. See what happens. Yeah, that's going to do it for the drafting portion, and I hope you stay with me for the matches. Before I dive into the matches, I want to give a big shout out to all of my patrons over at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, and special thanks to the patrons that support me at the credits level: Eric S., Stephen W., and Brent. I truly do appreciate all of your support, and thank you for helping make this video possible. If you want to learn more about the Patreon, you can find that information at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. But without further ado, let's get to the matches. Round 1, we are going to keep this hand. We have 2-drop into 3-drop. This is where Lonesome Unicorn shines. I think we're going to have to play the Idyllic Grange tapped. We kind of have all the stuff we need. We can afford to wait, I think. Because if we draw a couple planes, we'll want it. But I don't think it's really going to affect us. We'll probably just end up playing it tapped on turn 4 or something. Thank you so much, Dealster13, for the follow. Okie doke, we're just going to get this guy out. We're not going to trade our Fox for the Merrileaf Rider. They have +2/+2. We're not going to block, because we just don't care about that as much. Okay. So we are going to get punished for not playing Idyllic Grange tapped. Oh well. We're just going to like give ourselves like a 4-turn clock in the air and just kind of put a lot of pressure on him here. Yeah, Witchstalker is the worst case scenario. They can force a Flutter Fox to block now. If they use their food to make us block with the Lonesome Unicorn, we're okay with that. I wish we had drawn a couple more planes. They can like use up their food to make these guys trade. We're going to block here now because we want them to spend their mana on a combat trick. Yep. That was even better than I could have hoped for, because hopefully they can't play another creature now, so we can get in for a little bit of a hit. You can also shepherd your own token. That is definitely a play you can make, Sir Geijo. Oh no, did you leave any treats for me? La, la, la. I could have waited on that. It wouldn't have really mattered. They might. I don't think they're going to chump. Maybe they will. They can use this to kill that. Excellent block. Thank you, Corrosion Science. I appreciate it. What? Oh, okay. So they can make multiple things block this. So maybe I shouldn't have played the Venerable Knight. But then they have to sacrifice 2 foods, which means they're going to be dead. So this is 5. We're just going to kill that. Block there. If they do have a combat trick, we don't want them to get overloaded on where they can use them. We definitely don't want them to... If they use a combat trick, they might run out of mana. Because they have to sack a food if they want to live. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Are you kidding me? Are they going to mise me with... That's so dumb. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Am I really? Oh my gosh. Get wrecked. My opponent is an absolute legend. Well played, Pat Dog. Not gonna lie. That was not how I expected to lose that game. Yikes. Jeez. Well, I don't think I can realistically play around that, because that would involve chumping their 4/4 with my 2/2 that is representing lethal. But yeah, well played, opponent, and I'll see you guys in the next round. Round 2. Unfortunately, we lost the die roll. Thank you, Squitter. I appreciate it. We're going to keep this one. We have 1-drop into 2-drop into Glass Casket to enable our flyers forever. I'm beginning to think that we do not need the Jousting Dummy. Oh, Overwhelmed Apprentice. Well, we kind of just wanted a plane, so those were okay mills for us. You have a lot to learn, young apprentice. Perfect. Oh, yeah. Well, shucks. Definitely play the Mountain and the Flutterfox here. Ah, 3 colors on turn 3, no big deal. Welcome, it's Crazy Horse. Appreciate it. We're fine trading Flutterfox plus a Rimrock Knight pump. Well then, I see how it is. We do take 2 damage here. Oh wait, what? I don't take 2 damage. I did not think that was how that worked. Yeah, I'm not really feeling lucky on this one. I think I'm going to save the Embereth Shieldbreaker and I'm just going to play the Remark Knight this turn. Don't draw multiple cards. Don't play Unexplained Vision. You don't want that. None of us wants that. The question is, how are they going to own me? Wait, what? Why would they play Claim the Firstborn? Well, we're going to trap that thing in a tower 100%. I definitely don't want to destroy an artifact. That would be counterintuitive for me to do. Oh yes, our idyllic Grange is finally online. Oh, opponent. So young and naive in the ways of science. Oh, this attack is not going to work the way you want. Oh, the value! Oh, so good! Look at how this is going to work out. Oh, yes. Oh, Circle of Loyalty is disgusting. This is a lethal attack. They have to chump block. Boom! Oh my gosh, that was a great turn. Not going to lie, that is karmic justice. We were going to win without Circle of Loyalty, but always feels better to win with a circle than with a square. I'll see you in the next round. Hello, and welcome to round 3. This is tricky. Because we actually have 2 cards we can play, even though we don't have a single planes. I'm inclined to keep this hand. But I think it should be a mulligan, because we have so many bad draws here. We have to draw, like, exactly planes. We don't have any of our good cards, either. This hand is much better. We're going to just get rid of the shield breaker. You get the orbs by, like, leveling up. We're not going to sweat the Youthful Knight currently. You don't need to pay 3,400 diamond. Oh, you use the season pass, and then you can use the season pass in combination with like, well, you can get the season pass whenever you want, essentially. La da da da. I'm just gonna play the idyllic Grange tapped, so I can double spell next turn if I want to. The other thing was I just didn't have any good cards in that hand. Rest in peace. Like, the cards like didn't really work well together. I had like 2 removal spells, 2 like very small creatures. No! Punished. How long have I had mine? A sad amount of time. We're going to wait till they give us a card that's really worth using our Trapped in a Tower on. Poor veteran. Play our land in case they have the Mind Rot. Because then if we draw Circle of Loyalty, we can still play it. Our deck has a lot of anti-synergy cards. Like, Veteran does not work well with Fox. It does work well with Fireborn Knight, though. It's been like 2 months. Oh, no, I'm not saying that Veteran should not be in the deck. It is definitely great. Oh, gosh, they Searing Barrage me? Rats. Well, I guess we're going to have to trap that in a tower. This has not been a good cold. No! The saddest of times. We are sadly not the beatdown. Oh dear. So we're at 8. Maybe attacking was bad because we want to block the Knight of the Keep. Oh, never mind. We're dead anyway. Yikes. Whew. That did not work out well for us. Yikes. Well, I'll see you in the next round. Hello, and welcome to round 4. We are 1 and 2, but we're going to battle back. And we actually are going to play the Idyllic Range on turn 1. Deck is good, Maze of Death. Deck is great. I do want to take a moment to say welcome to all the new viewers that maybe have never seen my stuff before. It's always great to have new folks. We played the Mountain there so we can play Rimrock Knight's ability and the Rimrock Knight next turn if we need to. We have Circle of Loyalty, so we're feeling pretty good about this game. Good job, opponent. Well, that was nice. Brimstone is a good option. As the ancient Americans once said, give me brimstone or give me death. To quote Patrick something or other. To misquote Patrick something or other. Such wisdom. Oh, there were just some sad draws, never fear. We are going to play the Rimrock Knight this turn so we can play the Circle of Loyalty next turn. So we are going to actually use its ability. Damage. Ping. Rimrock. Oh, Circle of Loyalty. Oh, Circle of Loyalty. Why is Gingerbread in a blue-black deck? You never know. Oh, opponent. Oh, if only you knew. Maybe they have a Revenge of Ravens that they're hoping to draw. I know that if I was them, I would be thinking, oh, I can ground their Flutterfox. And this is where they're like, oh no, things are not good. They might have Emery or something. And opponent scoops it up. That's the effect Circle of Loyalty tends to have. And we are back to our winning ways. Hello and welcome. We will keep this hand on the play. 1 drop into 2 drop into hoping to top deck a 3 drop. Come on, 3 drop. We are great at drawing mountains, I must say. Huh! Huh! The 3 drop of our dreams. It gets in for 2 damage, and it's a 3/1. And it gives us something to put the counter from Venerable Knight on. It's a win-win-win. Oh! Okay. So we don't have double white? Are you kidding me? So we can push out full aggression here. And I think it's correct, because we want to get our knights into play. If they trade with this, I get a counter there. If I draw planes, I'm going to feel really stupid, but other than that, I should be fine. Okay, we'll Glass Casket that one. And hope to draw planes. I feel really dumb. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. I really wanted to get the counter from the Venerable Knight. But if they make me discard 2 here... Oh, this is the absolute most brutal. They missed a land drop, and they can't even trade with my Rimrock Knight now. Wow. That was so brutal for the opponent. They're just like, oh, I have my stabilization. I may be missing land drops, but I'm okay. And then that happens. Well, we are 2 wins in a row, and we're hoping to keep the train rolling. And welcome to round 6. We're on a 2-game winning streak, and we are going to keep that going with this amazing hand. Turn 1 plays. This is real magic. It's the circle of life for me. Himinyama, himinyama. I really don't want them to make a single rat, so I'm just going to kill it now. Give me a land. Okay, that is land. Man, this idyllic range has been so awkward. We're just gonna get our Flutterfox out there, I guess. Just a 2/2 flyer for 2, no big deal. Wow, they're attacking? That's aggressive. Aggressive? Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Ah, a Flutterfox of your very own. Nice. We'll take the acclaim. We'll take the Trapped in a Tower. Oh, it does have flying. Well, they have 2 cards, and we have 4, so we're going to hold back. We have 5, actually. So we're going to hold back on the old defense. Wow, never play cards of both colors in your deck, really, ever. These are just cardinal truths we must live and live by. They don't have 3 mana up for a, what's his name? So if they triple block, we can give +2/+0. Actually, we can just bounce him with our Shepherd. Bounce with Shepherd is great. The Silverflame Squire costs 3 mana. So I attack here, and they go block, block. Not going to attack. I think we're going to Shepherd the Flock this guy back to our hand, so we can use its ability again. Okay. And if they go for a Silver Flame, we can just Rimrock Knight. Seems like a fine trade for me. Huh. I feel like I still want to just go for it, even though I don't get the value from the counter. Oh, I don't have a knight anymore. Whoops. Well, that solves that problem. Thought maybe it was a tad aggressive. Okay, never mind, it all worked out. I wish we had a fairy guide weather. That would make this deck a little bit better, I think. But at the same time, I'm glad they tweaked the bots to not make it so I could get fairy guide weather literally every time. Circle of Loyalty? Ah, my old friend. So nice of you to join us. Oh, nice. Gingerbread. And a Flutterfox. So good. If we draw a land, we can even play Rimrock Knight and then Circle. We'll take 4. No, I can't block it. Feels bad, man. He did remember to pay for it. Getting 2 uses out of Claim Contender is so good. We'll just get the extra knight into play because we're going to be wanting to spend our mana. I don't think we had the mana because we had just tapped out. It costs 4 to pump it, and we most definitely did not have 4 up. No attacks. We have the long game under lock. Oh, 1 red for Rimrock. Oh, it's not only for attackers. You're right. That would have been a good play. Why doesn't this give vigilance? That'd be lovely. Oh, nice. Now that Flutterfox won't have flying anymore. So I think we're just going to make a Circle of Loyalty token. 3/3 seems like a best use of our mana. Oh, okay. We're going to sacrifice Rimrock Knight. We have endless bounty for this. We're just going to attack with this guy and our fox. I guess with this guy too. Because we can pump this guy so he's really terrifying. We also have red cap melee. I shouldn't have played this guy first. But it's not going to really matter, I don't think. I don't think they know how double strike works. I'll leave them with the lower power guy. And then I'll just pass and make another token. Thanks for the analysis, rest in pieces. That makes a lot of sense. I just didn't even think about it. Oh, they sacrificed their own Doom Foretold. Okay, well, Flutterfox just keeps becoming a creature. Mildly annoying. So I think our key is just going to make a creature, and on our turn kill the Flutterfox. And then that should be lethal. Kill Flutterfox, trapped the Youthful Knight. An opponent has seen enough. We are on a winning streak to rival all winning streaks. Let's go on to the next round. Hello and welcome. We have won the die roll. We have a great hand. Flutterfox is MVP as usual. Sorry, I mean Corkle. Same exact word. Save our knights so that we can get that extra ping out of the trebuchet. Circle. Oh my gosh, yeah. The host is the source of all wins. Play an artifact opponent. See what happens. Maybe they have like a flash creature. Like a Wildborn Preserver or something. Oh, you monster. That was a thing of evil that you just did. We're just going to get the Pathlighter out. Next turn we can play the Jousting Dummy to give this thing flying again. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So I think it's safe to assume the opponent doesn't have Garen Brig Carver, or they would have attacked. Killing this doesn't really accomplish much. But it's still nice. Oh, we can play this as a 3-2. Never mind, this is great. I always forget that, because I never really get the Pathlighter to triggers. Yeah, we just don't care about 2 damage, buddy. We're playing it post-combat in case there's some crazy card that we need to redcap melee something for. Boom! The winning streak is up to 4! Unbelievable power. Itty bitty living space. We'll see you in the next round. Hello and welcome to round 6. We have a keeper, but it's a sketchy keeper. We're just gonna hope for the best. 1 drop, 2 drop. Blue decks have artifacts a lot of the time, so maybe we'll just play Idyllic Range tapped. Oh, I think we're going to get greedy. Oh yeah, it's really awesome, Maze of Death, I agree. So we're going to go 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, Silver Flame Ritual. Definitely getting greedy. But we do also have the card that bounces our guy back to our hand. Axe punished, as they say. I have taken medications. They have not been the most useful, but I have tried some. Yeah, I'm in a... I even went to the doctor. Funnily enough. The Embereth Shieldbreaker is going to start cracking in soon. Thanks to Silver Flame Ritual. So it can't block unless you have 4 more cards in hand. Dang it, it can block. Oh, but I can get rid of it. Nice! Oh, yes! Oh, sweet, sweet opponent. Oh, yes. The tempo! Too much tempo! And these are flying because of my glass casket. Oh, that's adorable. That's cute. Oh, it's just straight up lethal. So, Silver Flame Ritual would make everything 1 power more. So that's lethal in one way. But the sicker way of getting lethal is to bounce my own shield breaker, then shatter the Ginger Brute, and then they can't possibly kill all my stuff. So we're going to go for that one. It's also more click intensive. It feels more impressive. Boom! The Embereth Shieldbreaker had to be the hero. Silver Flame Ritual would have gotten the job done, but we needed the Shieldbreaker to do it. And we've ranked up! From the depths of deceit, we have ranked back up. And we're actually headed to the finals. Let's go! Hello and welcome to the final round. This is Win or Go Home. And as you know if you're a longtime viewer of the channel, these tend to be where we face all of the greatest opponents that curve out on us with ridiculous stuff. Of course, they have a turn 1 play. It would not be the finals without a turn 1 play from the opponent. Long way from that triple insatiable appetite. That is correct. I had actually blotted that from my mind. Hushbringer. Okay. Yeah, it just takes so much time and energy. Agree completely. Okay, so we're playing against mono white. We're going to do this. It might not seem like a great play, but it shuts down all of their attacks and gives us time to deploy our hand. And our hand is pretty good, so that time is going to be time well spent. Let's do it. Sure, I suspected as much. We have to make them use it eventually. Huh. So we're going to take 4. Yeah, they probably do have some guide mothers. Good point. They're just youthful knight tribal here. We need our 3/3 to come through here and be clutch. Youthful knight's actually really annoying against our deck. 3 youthful boys. Oh no. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. Don't have Silver Flame Ritual. Please no. No! The pain! The agony! Ugh. Well, we will at least kill 1 youthful boy. So then we just play 2-4-6 here. We are not in good shape against this guy, but we do have Embereth Shieldbreaker, Glass Casket. Huh. Okay. We have stabilized for now. Okay. Give me Circle of Loyalty. Oh. So sad. We're still in it. We can double block this guy now. Sure. If they have Fairy Guidemother in their deck, we are in trouble. Find me Circle of Loyalty! Acclaimed contender. Well, it's better than nothing. We got 5 cards closer to it. We gotta get on the offensive. Whiff. Yes! Yes, that's what I like to see. That'll protect us from Fairy Guidemother. We're just gonna wait to draw another mountain before we play this Rimrock Knight. It's useless anyway because it can't block and it can't attack. But this protects us from Guidemother. Or Combat Trick. There we go. It is a 4-2, which is nice. There is some argument to killing this and then being able to attack with more stuff. But I think keeping protected from a Guidemother is really nice. And also from this. Oh. Charge, please. Yes! We hath done it. And now we go all out aggro. Oh! Yes! The hero we deserved! 4, 6, 10, 15. Are they just dead? Yeah, I will pump him, don't worry. Okay, I don't need to pump him because he's trading. Whoa! We did it! Let's go! Oh my gosh! I cannot believe we won that game! The comeback victory! That's why you stay focused, stay on target. It's like in Star Wars when they're saying stay on target. Yes! Oh my gosh! That was insane. Oh my goodness. Absurd. beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. If you did make it all the way to the end of the YouTube video, in the comment section down below, leave a hashtag glorious comeback, because not only did we bounce back from 1 and 2 to go all the way to 7 wins, but we also made a glorious comeback in that final game. So glorious comeback in the comment section down below. Let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel to join our community here, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. That is going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.